Welcome to Mysteries, Myths, and Legends. I'm Taylor.
I'm Savannah.
And happy Wednesday, everybody. We are back. We are back.
Yes,
Guys,
we're back.
guess what I seen with my
Guys.
eyeballs the other night? The Aurora Borealis.
Yes.
That's crazy. I've seen it before at my house through like a phone camera, but this time I seen it with my eyeballs, and it was crazy.
I saw it kind of. We went outside and there's just a lot of trees in my neighborhood, so you could see it kind of poking over the trees. But
I had like a really clear view, but only like in a little small crevice. But I could see so much of it. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Like I never saw the green and the red at the same time.
That's
It was
cool.
crazy.
I just saw like the reddish, like purpley color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
really
mostly
cool.
what I saw, but I could see the green at the it was just it was crazy.
It's crazy that we could see it here.
It's really
in North
bad.
Carolina.
It's really bad.
Why?
Very bad. It's like the ozone is like gone.
Oh.
Like if we can see that. I'm pretty sure is what that means. Don't quote me, scientist. But
I didn't really look into it, if I'm being
pretty
honest,
sure.
so I don't know.
I'm pretty sure being able to see it where we are is not good. Not for the world, but cool for us in our lifetime, I suppose, because we don't have to go somewhere to see it, but bad. Probably still bad, but yeah, it's fine, I guess.
Yeah.
In other news, we saw 2 movies since we've, been gone since last week.
We did.
One new one, Tron Ares.
Oh my god.
You might not have suspected that me and Savannah would go see Tron Ares.
Listen, I knew nothing about Tron. And I still barely know anything about Tron, but it was a pretty good movie.
It was. No, actually, we enjoyed it. Like, it was pretty good. The soundtrack was so fire.
Listen, it was AI propaganda.
Big AI propaganda. Me and Savannah are big AI haters, big anti-AI.
Yeah.
But I mean, the movie was so good.
Right.
The soundtrack was amazing. Like, listen, I liked it way more than I thought I was going to like it. So.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Go see Tron Ares, I guess. But we also went to see Back to the Future.
Oh my god.
Throwback.
One of my faves.
Savannah's fave.
Because it was back in theaters for the 40th anniversary.
Crazy.
Amazing.
I think UFOs are coming to get us.
Oh my gosh.
Do you hear them, guys?
Some sort of noise going on. What that is.
Guys, it's crazy because I can hear it in my ears, but I can't hear it in my life. Okay, the aliens are gone.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
You guys just witnessed the aliens. They came and they said, actually, we don't want you guys, and they flew away.
No, I hope that they could hear that, because, like, if not, we're just crazy.
Can you imagine if they did? Okay, if you guys didn't hear that, it was like a giant rumble.
No, yeah, there was some sort of noise.
Big rumble going on.
Anyway, there was Back to the Future. Anyway.
Back to the Future for real.
That was... It was really cool to see in theaters.
So cool.
After I've seen it so many times, on regular TV.
Yeah, there were so many people in there too.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. Because it's also been in the movies for a while. Right. So I wasn't expecting it.
It's popular.
Listen.
People like it.
40 years later, that movie holds up. It's a great movie. There's definitely some problematic themes. I mean, it was 40 years ago. And it's hilarious, honestly.
Yeah.
It's just so funny. So if you haven't seen Back to the Future, you're really missing out, and you need to go watch it. ASAP. ASAP Rocky. And if you can see the musical version, me and Savannah did see that earlier this year.
Yeah.
Also 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It was.
Yes, I do have one singular more update for the people. And that is, for those who are listening when this is coming out, I will have seen Wicked when this is released, which is so crazy. I am going to an early premiere. I get to see it like a week early, and I'm very excited about that. And so this is my last moment pre-Wicked for good before I know what. I mean, I know, but
I'm so hyped for you.
I'm so lit. I am so excited to see that movie. So, yeah,
I'm ready to see it.
Right. I'm ready. And this moment is why I'm an AMC A-lister, and I can go see Wicked at least 4 times a week.
Yeah.
I probably won't be going to see Wicked 4 times a week because we do have so many other movies to see. But I'm going every chance I can get.
Yeah, I mean, we have a whole itinerary written out to see movies.
We do have a movie schedule. There's many coming out, so we gotta stay on that. So
when does it come out fully?
November 21st. So go watch Wicked. It comes out tomorrow if you're listening when this episode drops. So
Ooh,
go see Wicked. Not sponsored, but it should be. Oh, baby, it should be. Yeah, I'm so excited. I'll save you from the singing for now, but I can't promise anything next week. I cannot promise anything next week. So, yeah. Any updates from you this week, Savannah?
No real updates, but I am. I was gonna ask you, are you starting to get into the holiday spirit at all? I know it's very hard for you to do.
Listen, it's very hard for me to do, period, in general. But the one thing I can't do, because I'm such a Grinch, like I can't get in the Christmas spirit at all before Thanksgiving. I can't. Like Christmas is already too much for me. So like the time between Thanksgiving and Christmas, that's already, so like I can have that.
Yeah.
Like my mom, right before I came here, she was like, Taylor, the Jonas Brothers Christmas movie's coming out tomorrow. And I was like, I'm not watching that. I'm not watching that until after Thanksgiving. I'm not in the Christmas mood.
Okay.
I'll
ask you again a little bit later. But anyway. Yeah. I feel like I'm determined to get into the Christmas spirit this year because last year I was like not. Yeah. And I just need to get into it, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like what's helped me in the past is watching Vlogmas videos.
That's so true.
And like
nobody does Vlogmas anymore.
People don't do Vlogmas anymore.
They
like
don't.
I might just need to go back to
what if
like
you do
an old one. That's too much.
Guys, tell her to do Vlogmas so she can do it for us.
I could do like a TikTok version. Maybe,
that's fine. But... that might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Don't take our ideas. We need all the Christmas vlogs that we can.
Yes. No, but Vlogmas, that does help. So I might go back to like old ones when people used to actually do it.
Totally.
Because I don't even care if it's fake. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, what do you mean?
Like
like their vlog is fake?
Yeah.
Oh,
like
that they're like fake their vlogs?
Well, you know, maybe they would. I don't know. I feel like some of it has to be fake. Like maybe you're not filming actually every single day or something. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like I don't even care about that. Yeah. Like just
no, I don't care about that either. Stuff. Show me the Christmas stuff. Yeah. No, I don't care. I don't care if it's real, fake.
Yeah. Or if like this is what I did today, like, and you actually did it a few days ago.
Oh I don't care. No, I don't care. Show me the haul. I want to see the haul.
Yeah.
No, that's so true.
So anyway, I think I might start watching Vlogmas videos soon. Or maybe you're right. Maybe I should. Maybe I'm jumping the gun a little bit.
No,
wait until Thanksgiving.
I start Halloween in August, so I can't be the one to hold people. But me personally, I can't get into the Christmas until after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But I don't even like Thanksgiving. I actually hate Thanksgiving worse than Christmas. But I do like my blow up turkey that I have on my front porch. So his name's Tom.
That was another thing. I'm gonna put out some of my like holiday decorations outside. I don't have like Christmas themed ones. I got like winter themed.
Nice, yeah.
Like that's snowflakes and stuff. So I might do that this weekend.
Nice,
to sort of make myself
get in the spirit.
Okay, see that's another thing. It's like it's starting to get cold. Yeah. And that's just depression season. Big. So you got to make it happy somehow. Yeah.
No, it's true. You know? It's true. And yeah, I will say I did go to Walmart and I did buy Christmas lights, but they're not Christmas. They're just like purple. Yeah. But in the Christmas section. Right. So, I mean, I guess technically I put up Christmas lights in my room. Yeah. And they have made me happier. So.
There you go.
If you have seasonal depression, just go get some Christmas lights.
Yes.
It'll do like a little bit of something.
A little. Mm-hmm.
No, listen, guys, I'm going to get in the Christmas mood. I promise. I will be there. Once we get into December.
Yes, yeah.
But I suppose if that's all, we can get into the tarot of the week.
All right, let's do it.
We're going to tell you how our week's going to go. All of our weeks.
I need to know.
I was really putting some direct energy into these cards, so we'll see if they're going to listen today.
Yeah. Oh, that was a loud one.
That one was so loud, it almost just busted my eardrum. Sorry about that. I was not trying to do that.
Let us know if you need us to start muting that.
Right. Is the ASMR too loud? Sorry if it is.
We'll see.
Okay. We got the Hermit reverse.
The Hermit. Oh no. Okay.
We've gotten this one before. Okay. I will say it looks like a cold and dark and scary card, and that is how I'm feeling right now. So
see, because it's still fall, but it's almost winter, and it's just that's Hermit season.
Yeah, big.
The Hermit advises you that now is time for reflection. You must look inward for truth and wisdom, for you have all the knowledge you need inside. Be calm and reflective. Do not let the outside world distract you from the messages you hold within. Reversed is isolation, foolishness, withdrawal, and depression.
Listen, that's not what I put into the card, but that is what I'm truly feeling.
So what is it telling us? Just like, yeah, to reflect. Mm-hmm. And maybe...
Guys, we're going to get through this, okay?
Right.
That's what I know.
So is it telling us to withdraw, or that we should not withdraw?
I don't
and
know.
Isolate?
I don't know. I feel like that's saying that's what we are doing.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So try not to.
Yeah.
That's how I'm personally taking that one.
Yeah.
Well, yikes. Anyways, I guess we can get into your story, Savannah.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. This week, my story, it's going to be called The Thanksgiving Ghost.
Oh, okay.
That's what the name of the story is.
Okay.
And I know I'm a little bit early to Thanksgiving, you know.
I mean, not that early.
Week, but yeah. Yeah. But we're trying to get into Thanksgiving.
Yeah. We're getting into the spirit, just like we just said.
Mm-hmm. And this one, honestly, it doesn't even really have that much to do with Thanksgiving, other than it's supposedly happened on Thanksgiving.
Nice.
Okay. So, Thanksgiving Day in 1902.
Okay.
Taking it back. In Geneva, New York. We're on a bridge, okay?
My favorite place to be.
On train tracks.
Okay.
So a train
track bridge?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
So, all right. Picturing it.
Oh, I'm picturing it. I'm scared.
A train was approaching the Marsh Bridge on Thanksgiving Day in 1902. And there's an engineer and a fireman, and they hear a piercing scream. They look up, like out the window, you know, to see what that scream was. And they see a white figure standing on the east side of the bridge, waving its arms frantically. They were like so freaked out. Obviously, they're like, "What is that?" And the engineer brought the train to a stop. As the train stopped, another scream started. They screamed again, and the figure vanished before their eyes. So they're like, okay. So then they go down, they climb off the train, and they look around because they're like, where did this person go? Like, what happened? Because they're not thinking it's a ghost at this point. They're like, where'd this person who just screamed go?
Yeah.
So they look around and they don't see him. Nowhere to be found.
Where did they go?
Exactly. So they stood there on the bridge, sort of confused, and then they end up hearing one more scream in the distance.
Third time's the charm? Question mark.
I guess so. And then they were like, okay, well, let's just start the train back up and go. So they went on their way.
I would do the same.
And then they eventually made it to their destination. They made it to the station, and they were talking to their like fellow railroad workers about what happened. They're like, yeah, we just heard this scream, like this person was there and they disappeared. And one of the people they were telling this to, they told them about a deadly accident that happened on the bridge years before.
Oh no.
So supposedly the train had fell off the bridge. It had fallen off the bridge, and it killed the engineer and fireman.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
Who heard the screams. They say that quicksand below the bridge swallowed the fireman's body.
You're kidding
me.
And
it was not able to be recovered.
That's like my actual nightmare is we have a train bridge, and then below the train bridge is quicksand. What kind of sense does that make? How is the bridge not sinking? No, that's so horrifying.
That's a story horrifying. Anyway, okay? That's
okay.
A story.
Yeah. I hate it.
Since then, since this all happened, witnesses have reported hearing what the engineer and fireman had heard, a scream, every Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
This story was actually even reported to the Salt Lake Telegram, which was a newspaper, on December 4th of 1902.
Dang, that's crazy.
So, is there any truth to this story, though?
Oh, is there?
I'm gonna get into it. So, there's no clear accident, like no clear record of an accident that happened on Thanksgiving of like basically any year before 1902 that matches this description, but something similar did happen in March of 1873.
Okay.
So they kind of, maybe they're off with the dates here.
Yeah.
Because, you know, March versus November. It's like, okay.
Right. And was it the same year? It's not the same year either, right?
Well, no, because in 1902 is when they heard the screams.
Oh, so they just didn't. It was just sometime before.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah. So the actual accident was in 1873.
Okay. Got it.
So this accident, which could be the same story as the Thanksgiving one.
Yeah.
This accident happened, you know, like I said, in March, and the train, it left Syracuse, New York at 7:45 in the evening, and it was heading toward Rochester, New York. When the train got to Marsh Bridge, the bridge that they had stopped on and heard the screams, the bridge was washed out, meaning floodwaters had destroyed the supports, and it like was broken. It fell, you know.
Oh my god, that's so scary.
So the train, like they were, you know, on their way to Rochester, like I said, and they didn't know that this had happened to the bridge.
Nobody did.
They unfortunately like were not able to stop in time. So the train, it ended up falling to the water below and vanished under the surface. The passenger cars, there were passenger cars in the back, but somehow they remained on the track. So it was like maybe someone disconnected it before.
Yeah.
So all of the passengers were okay.
Wow.
So that's good.
Wow.
But the engineer and the firemen who were running the train, they were the ones who ended up falling with the train. Unfortunately.
And it's also the engineer and the fireman who heard the screams, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, because of the force of the floodwaters, like the rescue crew, like they did come out to like, you know, help them and everything, but they were not able to search for them until the next day because like it was storming and flooding so bad.
Yeah.
So the next day when they went out and searched, it was March 30th. They were able to recover the body of the engineer, Ignatius Beauty. And he was 44 years old.
Oh my god, that's so young. Wow. That's so terrible.
Yeah.
And that's crazy that they disconnected the train though. Like in only those two people. Like wow. Like wow.
Yeah, I don't know if they did or it just like happened.
Yeah.
Or what?
That's crazy. Crazy either way, for real. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
On the first day of the search, there was no trace of the fireman, Augustus Sipple. However, they did end up finding his body the next day. Because he had washed downstream. Because
the flood.
The waters got him. So no quicksand, fortunately.
See, I was thinking when you said it was washed out, I was like washed out by the quicksand.
That was just part of the story, I think.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, like if you kind of think about it, the flood, quicksand, it's kind of one and the same in my eyes, you know?
Yeah.
Like he didn't fall into quicksand, but
yeah,
he didn't fall into anything better than quicksand either, you know?
Right.
Dang.
This part really gets me because he was really young. He was only 19.
Oh my god, I wasn't expecting you to say 19.
Yeah.
Dang, that's so Oh my God, that's sad.
Mm-hmm. So at the funerals of these two men, there was a huge turnout, and both families ended up suing the railroad for negligence.
Good.
And they argued that the bridge was dangerous before the flood took it down, and the railroad, they still allowed them to go on this train.
Yeah.
The court found the railroad liable, and both families received compensation.
Well, that's good at least. Good. Yeah.
After this case, public outcry grew, and the railroad was criticized just, for the situation. Just, why were they able to, why were they going across this bridge anyway when it was, dangerous? Mm-hmm. So it ended up being this big thing.
Yeah. So. Dang. I mean, I'm glad the family's got money, but that doesn't make it any better.
I know. It really doesn't.
At all. At all.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, all of this, and, I said this happened in March. So why do they hear the screams on Thanksgiving?
Right. I was wondering that.
So there's, different theories here. So one of the theories is that maybe this story is just told as a Thanksgiving story because people misremember when it happened.
Maybe.
Or another, like, a big theory is that railroad workers kept the story alive during the holidays because, they're working long shifts because there's heavy travel during the holidays, during Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. Thanksgiving, I think, is like the most traveled day.
It is the most traveled holiday.
So, yeah, they just tell stories to pass the time, and
might as well tell that one.
Yeah, and then it just turned into, oh yeah, this happened on Thanksgiving, even though maybe it didn't. And, maybe to go along with that, maybe the ghosts of, whoever's screaming, whichever one, maybe it's both of them, I don't know.
Yeah.
They, decided that they were going to do it on Thanksgiving just because it is the busiest day. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. So the story also, it reinforced that Thanksgiving's a dangerous time for train crews. So maybe that's just like to give awareness, because so they're like, okay, let's tell this story, just like, show how dangerous it can be traveling on Thanksgiving. But yeah, the last one I have here is literally one I already said, that maybe the ghost is already there warning them.
Yeah. No, seriously.
Because it's a busy time of year. So yeah.
Also, I feel like there's a possibility that, like, maybe it's just not that crash. Yeah. Like, maybe they just thought that one sounded the most similar, but, like, what if there was another one that happened earlier than whatever year that was, Like, maybe, or maybe, how the records be burning down.
I mean, true.
Like, what if that accident just doesn't connect? I mean, it could. I definitely think it does.
Yeah.
But, like, it's a possibility. Like, maybe.
Yeah. This one does get connected just because, I mean, it is one that there still is a record of.
No, I mean, it makes sense completely.
And that happened on that bridge.
Yeah. So. No, definitely. I wonder if they still see them every Thanksgiving.
I know.
Right? Somebody go to this bridge on Thanksgiving this year. We're really close. So if you're up there in New York, maybe.
The Marsh Bridge.
Can somebody please go? Thank you very much. Because I would love to know if they're still out there.
Yeah, let us
know. Listen, that's crazy. And I don't like that. If you don't know, I don't like bridges at all. At all. So, a falling bridge into quicksand or floodwaters, don't care. That's horrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That whole combination, you were like, I'm out.
No. Like, I am not there for that one. No. Yeah, that's just fear on top of fear on top of fear.
Right.
And, like, that would happen to me. I would be the one that the bridge would fall down on. That's why I'm scared of them. Like, I just have that kind of bad luck, Well, interesting. I don't really know how to segue, but...
Are we similar or different?
It kind of... I mean, it's definitely not similar, but it's definitely also not that far, I feel like.
Let's see.
I I have for you the mystery of the third man syndrome. Dun, dun, dun. We have a syndrome, which is interesting. I've been so excited to talk about this for so long. It's something that's really interested me, so.
I feel like I've heard of this before.
I think so.
I'm not sure if it's what I'm thinking, so go ahead.
Let's get into it. So, what is third man syndrome? So, it refers to reported situations when a seemingly unseen force or presence provides comfort, support, or help during a traumatic experience.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun. So, it's this phenomenon it's really common in mountain climbers, sailors, shipwreck survivors, and soldiers. So, people going through some really traumatic things, unfortunately. And so whatever kind of experience that they're going through, like whether it's a shipwreck or they're like stuck on top of the mountain, people report seeing and feeling a presence of like a vague person being there with them, even though they're by themselves. Or like if they're only like there with 3 people, they're like, oh, there's another one.
Okay. So they
with us. Yeah. And it's always every single story is always a nice presence. It's never anything bad or evil at all. Ever. So cases of third man syndrome have been documented for more than a century. So it is relatively new, like being documented, really with only in the last 100 years.
Yeah.
Or so. So that's interesting. And because it is so new, there is, of course, very little scientific evidence of like what is going on. There are some psychological theories that we'll get into a little bit later, but I think at least one of the strangest parts of this syndrome is that people who have experienced this say that this extra person or force that's there with them, it's not really like they're physically there. They can just feel them. Like there is a person there and it feels like there's a person there, but like it's kind of just non-physical. It's like they're vibing there,
Right.
So,
okay.
It's very interesting. The most well-known documented experience comes from this book called Third Man Factor: Surviving the Impossible. And in this book, essentially this author is researching memoirs by this guy, this explorer guy. So it's kind of like a secondhand telling of this man's experience, But anyway, the memoirs, they were written by an Anglo-Irish explorer named Sir George Shackleton. Okay. And Sir George, this whole book is just telling Sir George's story, essentially. And it's all kind of surrounding Sir George's strange trip during his Antarctic trek back in 1916.
Okay.
This man was trekking around Antarctica. Okay. That's wild.
That's actually crazy.
Already, just to begin with, before we even get into anything else. Hiking around in Antarctica is crazy.
That's already like, I would never.
No. I'm sorry. Never. No, you're not catching me there. No. But, okay, so what had happened was he wasn't really intending on all that. He wasn't intending to be trekking around through Antarctica. Because, like, who does? Right. Nobody.
Yeah.
So my man George, so he was on this expedition, right? He had a ship. He was just journeying through and by. And unfortunately, he and his ship became trapped by impassable ice. Yeah, that's so scary. No. I'm telling you, back in the day, I don't know. I mean, I know people just died every day, every second. But, like, that's so crazy that anybody survived anything like this.
No, that's insane.
Being trapped by impassable ice in Antarctica with no help at all? No. That's scary for me, and I have a lot of help.
Right. Like, oh, my gosh.
I can't imagine. So, obviously, especially back then in 1916, he doesn't have any choice. So,
he can't, like, call someone or anything.
No, he has nothing. So, him and 2 members of his team, they're like, we're going to try to go. So, he leaves the rest of his crew on the boat, and they're like, we're just going to, because obviously they can't take hundreds of men out into the Antarctic,
Yeah.
Like, they will die. So him and 3 people total, him and 2 other people set off because they knew that there was some outpost about 30 miles away from them. So they're like, we can maybe handle 30 miles. So they start this journey.
That's actually crazy.
30 miles in Antarctica, up and down mountains. Giant mountains.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And that would take so long. Imagine the people on the boat. Like, what? What are they doing?
And like, what if those 3 people die? And
right.
you don't know. Yeah. And then you're just still waiting there? Like
that I don't. Oh my god.
Whew, it stresses me out even just thinking. Right. Like, oh god, that's sick. Jesus. It's sick. So during their journey across this mountain after mountain after mountain, George, he's claiming that he is feeling a fourth presence with them. He knows that there's only 3 of them out there, him and his 2 friends.
Okay.
But he's feeling that there is a fourth presence with them on this journey, and he claims that it felt like a divine companion who helped them reach safety 36 hours later. They got there in 36 hours. 30 miles up and down mountains. 36 hours. That's like a mile an hour, baby.
Did they like not stop? That's crazy.
That's a mile an hour. Yeah.
With less than 2 days?
How? Dude. I mean, I guess it's fourth person is what I'm saying. So, yeah, it is reported that the 3 men did not discuss this at all during the actual journey. Mm-hmm. But when they were all individually interviewed later, all 3 of them separately and individually said that they felt like there was some kind of strange fourth presence out there helping them get there and kind of leading the way. So, yeah, the interviewer interviewing these men was the man who ended up writing this book that came out in 2009. So, this theory it's been happening since the early 1900s. Mm-hmm. We have evidence of that at least, but it really didn't get popularized till 2009. Okay. So third man syndrome, quote unquote, has really only become a thing in the early 2000s. At least as a well-known thing of it happening. Yeah. Okay. So very interesting, a very new mystery we have on our hands.
Right. Oh my god.
Yes. So because this whole situation started so many questions, obviously the questions that you have are endless because what do you mean? Mm-hmm. But the most important one, has anybody else experienced this before? Or is this just them? Because maybe they just lost their minds up there on the mountain, Right. That's plausible. But whoa, sorry, I didn't mean to attack you guys. Sorry, just punch the microphone if you're not watching. But anyway, this led, the author's name, his last name's Geiger. I don't think I mentioned that before. But this led Geiger to interview and uncover many other third man syndrome accounts with many other people. And this research did, in fact, lead Geiger to be kind of credited with the idea of the third man syndrome, even though he was not the first one to think of this, to come up with this at all. But he is credited since he did technically do all the groundwork. Right. Of kind of getting people's accounts together.
Yeah. Okay.
But from what I could find, at least, in 1955, British neurologist MacDonald Critchley had essays published called The Idea of Presence. And in those stories, literally in 1955, he is detailing stories from shipwreck and aviation crash survivors that would say there was one extra person with them while they were in the situation, which was only 30 years after the other guy's situation on the mountain. So this has been going on, even when people didn't really know about it.
That's so weird to think about, because
yeah, right.
You could just be okay, yeah, they all just misremembered it, but the fact that this happens kind of in different situations, yeah.
And for all kinds of people, for all ages of people, for all anything. It's weird.
It's I guess, yeah, maybe everybody's just misremembering how many people were there. But I don't know.
Right. So let me tell you some other examples, okay? Because, honey, there's endless amounts of them. I have a quote from a 9/11 survivor. Okay. I'm just going to read you the quote because that's the best way to do it. Mm-hmm. I am disabled and I survived the attack on the Twin Towers. I was buried under the debris for about 15 hours, but I was never alone. I kept hearing from a voice that said his name was Michael. When I was at my weakest, he would keep me talking to him. When I was rescued, I found out that there was never a man named Michael anywhere in the area, and I still wonder if that voice was what saved me from being another death on that terrible day.
Oh my god.
And
See, that one's a little more convincing.
What do you mean?
If we're being so honest, that one's more convincing. Because the other ones, you were just, I mean, maybe Their stories are different, but they were basically just like, oh yeah, there's like a presence here with us, but this is like, okay, yes, I actually heard it, and I really thought they were there until I realized, no, they're not.
So just to kind of validate the first story that I told, this story is coming obviously from 2001, if you don't know, when this is a little bit more known of a thing.
True.
So I think that's why there are so little details about the first mountain, because I do actually think that they kind of lead to the fact, allude to the fact that it was, this presence was kind of leading them on the trip. They never said that, but like as if it was talking to them.
Okay.
They never
they
like,
were
yes,
leading them
it's
to
talking
where to go.
Yeah. So like I think it's the same situation, but they just weren't putting it into words. I think they're always talking to these people, which is like crazy to me. Like, what do you mean? And this one said his name was Michael. But also, of course, we have to look at the fact, like, maybe there is a possibility that somebody named Michael wasn't supposed to be on that floor and like could have been on that floor and just wasn't found.
Right.
I know that's terrible. I hate to even have to say that, but like, it's a possibility.
It could be.
So, but still, regardless, crazy. And also the fact that it was keeping him awake so that he wouldn't pass out. Like, I don't know. Wild. Another example is this kid driving home really late one night. He's young. He's in his early 20s. He falls asleep at the wheel. And he crashes into a telephone pole. He was hurt and completely stuck in the car. He could not get out and he was like just sitting there, because obviously what can you do? The car door is not opening at all. So he's sitting there when all of a sudden a teenage kid comes and knocks on the window. And he told them that the police were on their way, but he should not get out of the car because there are live wires everywhere surrounding the car.
Oh.
And so he's like, okay. He's like, okay. Because I think he could have gotten out of the back, like if he tried, but he was like, I just won't even try. So the police come, he's rescued. There's no sign of this person anywhere. And the police said nobody called them. They drove up on this accident, for one. So, not only that fact, though, when the driver told the police of the story of like what happened, they told him that there was literally no way that was possible, because the amount of wires on the ground, nobody would have been able to get even like 20 feet from the car before they removed them, or they would have been shocked, electrocuted. So, yeah.
Okay, don't even, first of all, I don't think I would have even thought that about live wires.
Yeah.
Like, that scares me for if I'm ever in, like,
oh, yeah,
an accident. Now I'm like,
yeah,
I need to keep that in my mind.
Yeah.
But that, okay.
Yeah.
It really, like, just came up and warned him and
knew
somehow that the police were on the way.
Right. Like, just knew it was going to happen. Like, insane. There are truly, when I tell you, there are thousands upon thousands of stories like these. Like, I could go on all night long. I could be here all night long telling you story after story of this. But we had better just get into discussing what's going on, because there are so many theories about what's going on. So the first is kind of a more spiritual take on it. And it's that some people believe that these third men are actually guardian angels.
I like that idea.
Me too. So perhaps their duty is to protect and help these people get out of these really bad traumatic experiences, because maybe it's not their time to die yet. You know?
Yeah.
From a more scientific standpoint, though, people look at this kind of entirely different from guardian angels, and they say that third man syndrome is actually just a person's mind having to react to navigate this really stressful situation. And especially because all of these situations are like, these people are all facing imminent death. Like, they could easily die in any second in the future.
Yeah.
And so essentially people think that these high stress, like almost dying situations, is causing people's brains to create this other person, this third man, so that like you're not alone in this situation. But I'm like, okay, but some people aren't alone. Like, some people, there are 3 people that are experiencing this. And like, yeah, like, no, they're not alone, but like, I don't know. Like, I understand what they're coming from, like creating something and like thinking it's there, but I feel like when there's multiple people, it's a little bit hard to argue that.
I know.
But then people also say like it's mass hysteria.
Yeah, like mass hysteria or something of the similar nature where it's
Yeah.
like a group event where you're like, I don't know, maybe one person says something first and then you're like, okay, actually,
Snowball.
yeah, like I'm getting that too.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, totally. Something like that. Like maybe, like possibly.
But I don't know.
Yeah. But some other things. Scientists have also looked into neurological issues prior to these events in these people.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So, yeah, which is cool. And we don't actually have answers on that. That's actually kind of like a current thing that's going on.
Current study. Okay.
So, maybe updates in the future on this,
Okay.
I know.
I mean,
I know. But we do have a few answers, not too many, but like other things that are being looked at right now is the correlation between people experiencing third man syndrome and sleep deprivation and exhaustion.
Yeah.
Because, and again, these are studies happening right now in 2025 as we're talking. But like, I don't know. I just feel like the thought that all avenues are being explored like with this, because like I feel like sleep deprivation could be a factor with this.
Yeah. I mean, but not all of the ones you said had sleep deprivation.
You're right.
They're just like high stress situations,
You're
yes,
right.
but not sleep deprivation.
You're so right. You're so right. Because, and I think that the reason that people are looking into sleep deprivation is because most of the earlier stories, the first kind of original stories of third man syndrome, are people who are like sleep deprived. Like the people on the mountain, totally sleep deprived. The people on shipwrecks who have been walking and swimming, totally sleep deprived. So that's a really good point though, because not all of them, which is like, okay, make it make sense then.
Maybe it's just the same level of high stress.
Maybe. And then that's the other thing is like, okay, maybe they're not creating this person to like make them feel not alone, or maybe they're just creating this third person as just a coping mechanism to get them through the scenario.
Yeah.
And maybe.
It seems like it works.
It does definitely work. See, that's the thing.
That's the crazy part.
That's the part where I'm like, I don't know how I feel. Because like I know that we like, they say we only use 10% of our brain. Like, I don't know how much I know if that statement is true or not.
I don't know either,
but if it is true, and we only do use 10% of our brains, or even up or down of that.
Yeah.
Like, what if we can create something?
Unlocking.
Yeah, like what? Yeah, like those people are unlocking something, like because they like don't have another choice. Maybe it's just potentially,
or it really is a guardian angel.
True. And okay, also.
Okay. What?
Here's another thing. It's not really like a direct correlation, but it's just something I think is very interesting. At least I don't know. Let me reword this in my brain. Okay. So if you think about the fact that our brains like block out memories that are stressful and bad.
Yes.
Like that's a very common coping mechanism today, like with our brains. Like we're not choosing that. Our brains just do that.
Yeah.
I think using that theory, like that thought that our brains like does completely block out things, and then you compare that to this, which is like the opposite, it makes me believe it more. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like in these stressful situations, like like everybody always just blocks out memories. Like, is that not anything you've ever heard? Like people they will not remember. They remember more. When have you ever heard? Oh yeah, I remember, and I remember there was a person there.
Yeah.
No, I feel like that's crazy.
Or they're blocking out memories in a way that makes them misremember a person being there.
No, that's good. What if the blocking is the third person? In like in these scenarios, like their brain blocking the information is like using the third person.
Yeah. Or like it's somehow in your mind the answer to the situation you're in and like how to fix whatever life-threatening situation you're in, and like your brain just creates an extra person to tell you the information, but you already know it deep down.
See, that's kind of what I was trying to say with the 10% of our brain.
Yes.
Thing. Like that we just don't know that we're doing it.
Yeah, so like the person with the, they're in this, you said it was like a car crash, and then there were live wires all around. Maybe in their back of their mind, they're like, maybe there's live wires. Yeah. And they just, created a person to say that to them.
Yeah, maybe. Or on the other hand, what if they're like you and they have no idea that live wires are a thing?
Yeah, exactly. Then I don't know.
And then, okay, maybe it is just the guardian angel. I know. And the unfortunate news that I have for you is that, it is a mystery. We don't have the answer. Studies are still being done as we speak on what's going on. It's really, so interesting.
I don't have like a solid opinion on it. I don't know.
I don't even know what I think. I could agree with both sides easily, with ease. So I don't know. But I do hope, I really, really do hope that I'll have some kind of update for you in the future, even if it means like, oh, there's no correlation with sleep deprivation. Like, even if all the answers are no, that's still really cool to know. So hopefully updates to come in the future.
See, but then that would just mean the answer is no answer.
Right. But I'm like, what if the answer is also like we get more convincing stories?
Yeah.
I mean, anything could happen. We could be having more third man scenarios right now. We don't even know it. So updates to come, I suppose. But that is the mystery of the third man syndrome. Otherwise known as the third man factor, but I don't like factor. I like syndrome.
Yeah.
Third man. So scary. Yeah. And no, also, I don't really know why it's called the third man, if you're wondering that, because I was like, why is it not second man?
Right.
Because it's most of the time it is with one person. One,
yeah.
But so why is it not second man?
I guess probably because you said some of the first ones were groups of people, right?
Yeah, but the first one that was documented was the fourth man. True. Which makes no sense to me.
I don't know.
No, but I kind of get it. I kind of do get it. I see it in at least Taylor's mind. I see it as the first man is like whoever's in the situation. The second man is the people who are actually rescuing real life. And the third man is the third man.
Yes. Yeah, see, that's probably what it is.
Probably. Yeah. But I just feel like that's questionable. But just, I had to,
makes sense.
Tell that for the people. Sorry, that was at the end of the story, not the beginning. Yeah. But yeah. I truly don't have any idea what kind of picture we could possibly post for a third man, but we'll definitely have pictures of this bridge at least. Great. Yeah, love looking at the bridge. Maybe actually we could post a picture of like that book.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely go to Instagram to see those pictures.
Yes.
I wonder if there's probably no picture. Listen. Pause before I even say it. I don't want to see the accident, but like, do you think there's pictures from the train accident?
There isn't.
Okay. Well, I don't want to see them anyway. No. Don't even. I know. I was just curious.
No, there isn't. But there's newspaper clippings.
Okay.
So nice. I might. Yeah, I can put some of those. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Very nice. Well, I hope none of you ever have to be in a situation where you do see a third man. But if you do, please let us know.
I know.
Like, I don't ever want to have to deal with third man syndrome, but if I do, I will let you guys know.
Right, like if I have to be in a traumatic incident,
I hope my third man comes through.
Right, yeah. Exactly.
Like, that's what I
think
hope.
That's
Please, hey third man, if you're out there and I need help, you can just come help me, please.
Yes.
I just had to let him know.
Exactly.
Because I might need help,
Yeah.
But yeah. Other than that, I really don't have anything else for you guys. What about you, Savannah?
Nope. I think we're good for today.
Okay, well, then I guess we will see you guys next week.
All right. Cue the music.